let's begin. What would you like to know about the Dragoons? This one will teach you how to do stuff about the Dragoons. I'm going to show off the additions. They are tricky. You now have the new command Dragoon, and you can turn into Dragoon by gathering SP in battle. How much does SP depends on the addition and the level of the addition. Some additions can give you as much as several hundred in one full attack. Charge up your power. Press the X button when the spirit meter light reaches the top. When successful, the light continues to revolve and the power is charged accordingly. Now try. This is deceptively hard. Most of the time, I cannot get it perfect. I only got a 3. I usually can get up to 4. Let me try that again. Please let me try again. Perfect! You got it. Perfect. I only can stay Dragoon for 1 turn right now, but later on I'll be able to get it up to 5 turns. Let me show off the magic as well. You also gain Dragoon levels by gathering SP at the same time. Your Dragoon spirit will level up as you gather SP, not going into the Dragoon form. A Dragoon addition and a Dragoon spell. You need certain MP to use it. The spells you can use are highlighted. There's only 1 now. You can get more spells as you level up. You can learn a total of 4 spells. You skip the level. When you get up to Dragoon level 4, you don't learn a spell, but all the others you get a spell for. Dart has a good balance between attack, magical attack, as well as the 2 different defenses and speed and basically everything. He has a good balance in everything. And seeing that you're forced to have him in your team, it's a good idea to have a perfect balance. As you can see, it did 102 damage. That's slightly more damage than his physical attack, even at perfect. And it was only at 50%. You can get up to 100% or more for the magical attack. Yeah, she just tells you that. Go prepare for the departure. Oh, there's a save point. I didn't even see it up there. I'm gonna go ahead and save because we did a lot in that amount of time. We have a new character with additions. We'll be using her. I want to point out, see the number 1, 2, 3, and 4 here, but they're not numbered afterwards. You also see it goes up to 5 for him and 7 for him. This is to show how many additions they learn. If it's not numbered, there won't be an addition there. He has 1 more addition to learn, and then he'll have to max out all the other additions before he can learn the last one. I tell ya, he learns them fast. She only has 4, making her the second least editioned character. That was kind of awkward. She's in second place for the character with the least amount of additions. The last character we'll be getting in our team will have the least additions in his setup, which makes sense. If he's the last person to join our team, he'll of course have the least amount of additions, making it so he can level up faster. But both of these guys leveled up their additions, so now they're even more powerful. I'll save for now. And then continue. And I'm back. I got off for a bit to do stuff. But there's nothing left in the town worthy of what we need to do. Yeah, we'll go on ahead. But now we have a new person in our party, and she is a Dragoon, has a Dragoon spirit just like I do, and can use additions. So she's significantly more useful than Shauna is. So we'll go to replace, and replace her. Mwah, you'll never go back into my party again. Until I feel like it. Oh, both of them leveled up. Their addition, Volcano leveled up a bit, and Spinning Cane leveled up a bit, showing that it will quickly override Harpoon in strength. If it continues this pattern, one more level up should make it on par with Harpoon and Rod Typhoon. And then the next 2 levels surpass it by quite a bit. But our next area to go to will be the marshland. Then we have to go through a volcano, and then we'll finally reach the forest in which the dragon is resting. You see, now it's calculating my SP because that character has a Dragoon spirit. 2 of my 3 characters have Dragoon spirits, so it'll pop up. At least for the 2 that have Dragoon spirits. The last one, you won't see the SP still. But SP is used to charge up your Dragoon spirit so you can turn into a Dragoon as well as level it up. Now I know the next place we need to go is the volcano, but we're going to make a brief stop to the right here. Because if you remember, there's a battle going on. Yeah, you'll be given the option to retreat before each and every one of these battles. If you retreat, you have to start the whole thing all over again. Pretty good if all you want is one battle after another with a predictable set of enemies. Not so good if you're just wanting to get through it right away. Because resting up for any reason will mean you have to start all over. Now I like Rose as a character because she has a very high speed, attack, and magic attack, making her the ideal candidate for my team when I first played the game, because that's what I like my characters to have. Speed and attack with a primary focus. Of course, it wasn't so great having low defense and HP, making it so that she can be destroyed by basically anything that decides to hit her. But each Dragoon level charge takes 100 SP to charge it up for a level. Ah, we got Burning Rush. If I remember correctly, which I probably don't, but if I remember correctly, I think that's a SP driven attack. Nice damage. Oh, you're going to die. Told ya. Ah, this is the symbol for your Dragoon. Once you charge it up at least one turn, you can select it. Right now I'm going to focus on the additions. Ah, an ice attack. Man, that hurt. You are now dead. Yeah, you don't get to save a single one of these soldiers out here. You have to fight each and every one of the enemies after they've just finished off one of those characters. So you don't get to save a single one. Spoiler alert or whatever. I'm sure you've already figured out the pattern. Another thing, once you've charged up to the max charge you can get with each person for the Dragoon level, and you have 3 Dragoons in the party at the time, you can have an extra ability to use. I'll talk more about it once we've got 3 Dragoons in the team. Make my day. This is actually a lot of enemies at once. If you're not very good with additions, you can use up a lot of healing potions trying to stay alive during this. He didn't die? Inconceivable. He attacked again? And with the powerful attack. You are now going to get killed. I'm probably gonna have to use a potion in the next battle. Even though it looks like I only have one battle left to do, there'll be one mid-boss battle to do. Which is the closest you get to a boss battle in the marsh. But, still, these guys hit pretty hard. Hey now, that's not nice. I'll wait on it and have Lavs do it. He's not doing as much damage as the other two. So I don't feel so bad about wasting his turn healing someone. And now you die. When you hit an addition perfectly, it'll be a solid white square. It'll be gray or blue if you are off center a little bit. If you hit a little before, a little after too much. I forget which color would be for which. But you essentially just have to press the button every time he makes contact on the enemy, right as he makes contact, and you continue with your addition. I even made it a habit to even press it on the last hit he does, even though it's not an addition. I just got used to it. I won't let you go any further. Is that all? Yeah, this guy will actually put up a little bit of a fight. It's a little more enemy here than we're used to. But although Rose was a really good character I liked to use when I first played, I replaced her with some other characters we get later on, merely because I like them more. But yeah, she's definitely a really good offensive character, though defense is very lacking. Ooh, killed him. Okay. Let me show off her Dragoon. Now this is a Dragoon form. Especially since her armor covers everything and, you know, doesn't show off anything like her regular armor does. The only parts that it doesn't show off are the upper parts of her arm. Since he's the same color as her, that means that name plate, it's a different color based on their element. And since it's the same element as her magic attacks won't be as useful here. He'll naturally resist it. So I'm going for physical. And I blotched it. I blotched it majorly. And since she only has a single turn for a Dragoon level, she immediately changes back. Let's use a healing potion on Dart. If you also pay attention, everyone's color coordinated. Dart's red because he's fire, Lav's is green because he's wind, and that's the color for wind. And Rose is purple for darkness. Shauna is white for holy magic. He's almost dead. Oh, she killed him. I actually went through a gameplay of this once without going into my Dragoon form until the final boss. It was actually more effective than you might have thought, because once you've mastered the additions well enough, I wonder if the inside of the fortress is safe. Let's see. Spoiler, it's not. It's about as safe as a graveyard. But once you've mastered the additions, mana healing, you'll be able to destroy a place. Okay, that was bad. The entire gameplay video for the rest of the marshland and the beginning part of the volcano area that we'll be going through is completely lost because it had saved sometime afterwards. But I will, the point after I saved, I'm going to go back to and re-record that portion at least. But just to catch you up on what happened in between, we got the last Stardust we needed to make it a solid 10, thus giving us an item from the person back in town. He gave us an accessory that will increase the person's HP by 50% when worn. We also got an item from one of the dying people in the building. He was the last living person in the entire fortress other than us, and he died shortly after giving us the item. He gave us an item that increased the hit and magic accuracy by 10% each. So I equipped it onto Rose. I found a lance, which was a new weapon for Laughs. It increased it was increased by about 5 times the amount that it was before. So much better attack from his old weapon. I then went on and got a whole bunch of random items throughout the marsh, including one item that's a repeat. Repeat items will regenerate at the end of every battle, so you can keep using them continuously through each battle. This particular one makes it so that the enemy can't attack for 3 turns. We'll be getting a lot of collectibles like that throughout the game. I then finished up the last bit of the marsh, which was barely anything. And then we entered the volcano when we saw basically a phoenix, but they called it just Firebird. I don't know why. But it's basically a phoenix rise up from the volcano, flew around a bit, and they came charging right at us. We ran away, of course, because we didn't want to start a fight with a bird that was literally on fire. And explored inside a bit until we got to the save point. And that was pretty much it. Not much to say other than we did find a magical item to attack the bird with later, in which case it's an ice-based attack, which fire is weak against in this game. So we'll be saving that for the Firebird. And you're caught up now. Hopefully this won't happen again, because this is getting really tiring having my Elgato just giving out on me while I was recording. It's getting really, really tiring, and I'm really getting annoyed from having to be panicky about my Elgato now. Because now every time it starts to have even the tiniest little glitchy moment, I have to start wondering whether or not it's completely cutting out now. So I don't know anymore. I'm just going to try to work with it best I can, but this is getting really tiring and really frustrating. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next episode, and hopefully we